Hello there, everybody. Welcome to the first stream of 2024. On this channel. I hope everyone had a good time ringing in the new year. Of course, then we all had to go back to work. But now, it is Saturday night. It is time to reward ourselves. With the relaxing chemicals of choice and nerdy talk. So, grab yourself something to sip on. Let yourself something to smoke on. Sit back, relax, hit the goddamn like button, and get ready for a preview of this year tonight on the Saturday Night Chill. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the basement. Welcome to 2024. How's everybody doing? Who all is up in here in this chat right now? Prez, what's going on? Hey, Brooke, that one dude, what's happening? Rahab, my brother, what's going on? David B, how are things over in the UK? Beans, green juice, grape juice, bean lean, cafe. Okay. He's back. He's all the way back. There we go. How's everybody doing? Welcome in. I'm going to try a little spearmint first off. Oh, wow. Brooke, you're OG as fuck on this channel. Boink. Type something, Brooke. No, that Christmas is over, dude. That one dude. No more jingle bells. We're in a whole new year now. You gotta wait 11 more months and a half for that shiz. Type something, Brooke. I want to see if this worked. There it is. It did work. Ha ha. The rewards for being OG. You got yourself another wrench, my guy. You know what? Hold on a second. Make sure I tap the right person here. Stop it! Okay. You're pretty OG too, sir. Hey, man. Longevity has its privileges. Oh, my God. Please, no, not Jingle Bells. David, you're OG too. Type something. Justin never brings his ass here. He gets one too. So we got a little bit of news this week to talk about, and then, of course, we have the whole upcoming year to talk about. I'm thinking we'll probably start with news and then go into this year. Well, you're starting off strong this year, that one dude. That's for sure. Okay, wow. Yeah, I did have my mic fucking low. I'm all hunched over. Like, why does my neck hurt? Because your mic was down here, you fucking turd. Yep, there we go. You binge watched Tacoma FD. Oh. There we go. Ah, it is working again. Yay. David, as you now can see, you are also a holder of the wrench. Wield it wisely. Tacoma FD's on Netflix. Ooh. I'm having such a hard time getting myself in watching a show mode. And it's kind of annoying at this point because I used to be able to just like sit down and binge watch the fuck out of something. And I can't do it. I'm like, I've got most recent seasons on and like 5 shows I still have to watch. And like so much other shit, like movies and... But if I can find that fucking mode again, it'll be awesome. My New Year's resolution? In short, just to improve. I need to get better at pretty much every fucking thing. I need to get better at this stuff. I need to get better at husbanding. I need to get better at cat dadding. I need to be slightly better of an employee. I don't have a lot of room to improve there, not to toot my own horn, but I'm a fucking good employee. But, yeah, I just need to be a better dude, so that's my resolution. Just be a better dude. All right, let me catch up with the chat. He's still singing. Brooke wants to catch up on Marvel and Star Wars news tonight. Yeah, well, there isn't a whole lot. Really, it's just, you know, mostly useless rumor that I'm probably not going to go. Mostly I just want to talk about Ms. Chinoy. Finished Hawkeye in time for Echo. Nice. Oh, I need Insomnia again. Yeah, that does help with you know, needing to fill time. Brooke wants to see some Berserk. Actually, the creator of Dark Souls and Elden Ring took inspiration from it. That's dope. Actually, my son-in-law has the manga, which he's going to loan to me. So I'm actually going to read the manga. So want things to flow smoothly this year. Yeah, no shit. Hoping work goes on and having a better social life. Yeah, what did you think of Hawkeye? I'm with Brooke. I want to know. Inquiring minds want to know, David. And I don't know if y'all caught that in the intro, but, you know, hit the like button while you're at it. And also, if you're kind enough to be watching on the replay, you know, tap that thumbs up button. Tap it. Tap it good. 7 out of 10. I'm leaning more 6-ish, but yeah, it was. I mean, it wasn't bad. It definitely falls in their category of. Here you go. Here's a show. Hope you like it. But yeah, it was not horrible at all. There are worse shows for sure. Problem is, it also wasn't that great. Oh my God. Really, dude? Are you seeing what he's putting in the chat? Oh my God, bro. Himself. He's on himself. Yeah, right. That is exactly true. Well, if Deadpool 3 is a disappointment, the consequences will be massive and long-reaching, I can tell you that. And we will talk about that. Already, yeah, I know, right? That's why I'm kind of staring off into space. I'm trying to just let it drift away. I would probably prefer Miss Rachel songs to that fucking song, honestly. Bubble, 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 pop. Like, I can't remember the middle part. I know they're counting colored fishies. Like 3 little green fish swimming in the sea. I don't remember what comes after that. Then it's bubble, 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 pop's part of that one? Okay, yeah. Well, whatever. Anyway. Yeah, Young, I agree, Brooke. Yeah, the murder counting song for toddlers. Yeah. Ugh. What did we all think of Thor: Love and Thunder? That one dude wants to know. Would someone in the chat like to take this one before I put forth my thoughts? Anybody? Man, another perfect case of I wish Justin was here for this one. Bueller. Of course, I think Justin's birthday is today, so if he doesn't make the stream, I ain't going to be mad. Ooh, Rob, you were so close. You stuck that adverb in there. Yeah, so Love and Thunder is an abomination. It is a ridiculous film from start to finish, with the best part literally being Chris Hemsworth's ass. And the kid using the stuffed animal of death. I loved that part at the end there. When Thor imbued his powers, I was just like, sweet stuffed animal of death, I have to see it. And they gave that to me. So I thought that was cool. And the beauty of Chris Hemsworth's body cannot be denied by anyone in any group anywhere. So Other than that, fuck that movie. Brooke, that is highly accurate. Ragnarok is definitely better than Love and Thunder. Of course, I have more appreciation for my most recent dump than I do for Love and Thunder, so... Fucking screaming goats. I mean, there are times when screaming goats are appropriate. Like, for example, the screaming goat cover of the Game of Thrones theme. That was a very appropriate use of screaming goats. Thor Love and Thunder was not. I hated those fucking goats. That's true, Brooke. The trailers did hype it up well, and it did still make over 700 milli. So, like, I think most of that was the first... A fair chunk of that was the first weekend, and then, like, evidently the word of its shit did not get out till after the second weekend, and then, yeah, it died. Yes, David, that it's the one with the screaming goats. And like I said, Game of Thrones screaming goat cover, appropriate. Those fucking screaming goats in that movie, not. Hemsworth cheeks and the stuffed animal of death. That's it. Lotus was happening. How you doing tonight, man? That one dude brought up Love and Thunder, so I had to talk about the absolute garbage that it is for a bit. Yeah. So the biggest story of the week, this week, was a set of comments that were issued by... No, I'm chilling. You're hanging out, motherfucker. Just kidding, man. Just kidding, man. But anyway, so the director of the upcoming Ray movie, one Charmaine Obaid Chinoy, David, I'm so happy for you that you love the goats. You are a rare breed. And I respect that. But I hate those fucking goats. What? Did he literally blast the kitty off a bidet? Like, for reals, bro? Is that a real thing? Like what? Did he, like, get it to fountain high enough to go over the bowl and blast the cat? Like, how does this work? Start typing, mofo. We need details. But while he's typing, Madam Obaid Chinoy, part of her response to being asked how she feels about directing the newest Star Wars movie, Aliens Miami. That was such a stupid story. Oh my God. Was that it's 2024 now, and it's about time a woman got to shape a Star Wars story. Now, you all know I am very much pro DEI, pro representation, pro inclusion. So I don't have a problem with her being happy about being the first female director of a Star Wars feature, cinematic feature. Cat was by the shower, bidet directly across, unaware cat plus devious child. Yep, that's your kid, all right. Wet cat flying through the air. Yeah, I'm sure. There's no fucking doubt in my mind about that. I mean, I'm not saying that wasn't clever and devious by him. Don't get me wrong. Full marks. Full marks for that shit. But damn, also damn. But yeah. So, I mean, like, the best way to look at it is that she was, excited about being the first female director of a Star Wars cinematic feature. And also, by the way, the first person of color of either gender to direct a Star Wars cinematic feature. So, I'm sure she's hyped up on adrenaline for that. But to make it sound like you're the first woman to ever do it is, sorry, fucking ignorant. Like, women have literally been shaping Star Wars stories from the beginning. Like, literally. Not euphemistic literally, like literally. Marcia Lucas, Bride of George, was in the editing room with him, helping him cut A New Hope. Again, that is quite literally shaping a Star Wars story. Like, literally with her fucking hands, she was shaping a Star Wars story. Not to mention all the strong actresses who've contributed, producers, directors in other facets, animation, Disney Plus shows, what have you. Like, the pure fact is women have been shaping Star Wars stories for the last, 47, 48 years. Because A New Hope didn't premiere till 1977, which means a lot of work happened in 1976. So, yeah. Women have been shaping Star Wars stories for 48 fucking years. Well, 47. So, like, yeah, you're going to get fucking blowback when you say ignorant shit like that. I'm sorry. I mean, if you want to spin it to where she was just super excited and wasn't thinking about what she was saying, all I have to say is, in this fucking day and age, you better damn well know what you're saying every fucking second you're out there saying it. That is, like, more important than ever nowadays. We are in the motherfucking information age. If you have a certain level of publicity, you say something, and within 10 seconds, thousands will know what the fuck you said. Yes, Deborah Chow is Asian, and welcome in, Stanley's. It's good to see you. So, like, I'm very happy for her accomplishment, being the first female director of a Star Wars cinematic feature and the first person of color of either gender to do so. I almost keep saying POC, but I just type that on Twitter because character limits. When you're speaking, say it all the way through. of either gender. She is the first person of color to direct a Star Wars cinematic feature. She's breaking barriers, and it's a damn fine thing she's doing it. But, well, excited or not, you do not get to casually ignore all the women that came before you either. And I don't know what else to tell you. You just don't get to do that. That'd be like me achieving something awesome and then, oh, I'm the first YouTuber of this, and this way to do this. No, motherfucker, you're not. And sorry, Miss Obeid Shinoy, you're not either. You're just the first one to do it at that level. That's my take. Thoughts, chat? Prez says, what up, man? I'll catch the replay later. Well, thank you for that. I appreciate that. Leave comments and questions. But quick question, when are you eligible for monetization / super chats? Okay, so YouTube now has 2 levels. The original level where you need 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours in a 365-day period. And then you get AdSense and memberships and super chats and all that shit. Now, they introduced a lower tier for that, which basically just eliminates AdSense, and you still get the memberships and super chats and all that other shit at that, and you only need 500 subs and 3,000 watch hours for that. So that's my immediate goal, is getting 500 subs and 3,000 watch hours in a 365-day period, and then I can do memberships and super chats. But I would still have to get 500 more subscribers and 4,000 watch hours in a 365-day period in order to get AdSense as well. Yeah, I mean, yes and no, Brooke. You're exactly right there. We're saying the wrong thing at the wrong time, and the entertainment industry is very, very bad. See, because here's the thing with the Rey movie. Obviously, we know there's going to be the guaranteed pile of jackasses that hates it because, they're red hat hate bait fuckwads. But you know what? A majority of them, no matter how much they bitch online about how much they hate Disney Star Wars and it's woke and all that crap, they're still going to trot their hater asses into the theaters to see it so they can more effectively grift off of it. They're not going to talk about that fact. They may mention it in passing in order to justify their review of it, but they will obviously not be dwelling on the fact that they took the time and spent the money to walk into the theater and see it. Most of them will probably claim pirating. Oh no, I didn't go to the theater, I pirated it. Whatever, bitch. Most of y'all give Disney money just to hate on them more effectively. Because if you're a big enough channel, then, you'll end up making more hating on them than you will spend getting the content to hate on. And then you just won't dwell on it. But yeah, there's a lot of those guys are going to spend money at the theater. They just won't admit it. Then there'll be those of us who are like, we need Star Wars. We need theatrical Star Wars to be good. So there are going to be a lot of us just going in hoping against hope that it will actually be good. So it'll make a chunk there. And then of course all the toxic positives who like if like you know, the type of Star Wars fans who if you put like a Star Wars sticker on the back of a parking meter they would dry hump it. Those people are all going to show up. Now, the number of people in the hope against hope crowd those are going to be the ones that have the biggest drop off, because Lucasfilm has destroyed a lot of hope. That's the group where they're really going to lose the box office money at. Teenage girls will get a Ray film with at least an $800 million gate. Best original character in the Skywalker saga aside from Ahsoka. No, Kylo Ren is so much better than Rey. What the fuck are you even talking about, bro? I love you, but what? And I love your daughter too, but no. No. Stanley says, who's really going to pay to see these movies when they'll be on Disney Plus like a month or two later? Well, you know what? That is a quite valid point. And that's another big reason Disney's been losing money is because they've been dropping shit on their streaming service way faster than they should. Like, within 3 months of theatrical release, it's already on fucking Disney Plus. They double that shit, they might actually make money in the theater again. At least a little bit more. Fucking idiots. I will agree with you, Rob, about the 800 million number, but I see that as the ceiling for that movie. Personally, I'm betting more like 6 to 650 for that puppy. Maybe 7. Question is how much they're going to spend on it. Lotus, do you think Finn? No. Barring a recast, no. God damn it. What's his fucking name now? Of course I brain fart on his name. Right now. But yeah, Dudu played Finn out. He out. And as we found out a week or two ago, Adam Driver's out too. Kendall. Welcome, sir. How you doing, man? You slumming? Glad to see you, buddy. John Boyega, yes. Yeah, he gone. He ain't coming back. Yes, thank you, David, and Stanley's, and Rob. This is why I love you guys. Any other time, like, my fucked up brain would be like, you're an idiot, and they're laughing at you, but I appreciate the help. You guys are the best. Actually, that'll probably happen after stream. But anyway. Yeah, the villain about the Ray movie is, I mean, if you think about it, we really don't know shit about that movie. We know Rey's supposed to be starting or has some sort of new Jedi Order. We know the actual leads of the movie will be students of hers who are being cast as persons of color, and I believe cast as siblings. And there's supposed to be some sort of galactic threat, of course, because it's Star Wars. Which is fine. That trope never gets old because that's fucking Star Wars. But yeah, that's basically all we know about that motherfucker right now. Like, the final draft of the script has not even been turned in yet. So, Like there is, yeah, there's there isn't even a final draft of the script for details to leak out of. So we don't know shit about that movie. Other than it's coming in spring of 2026. Allegedly. Like May, I think. Well, we have Ray character history to go on to talk shit about, sir. And Lucasfilm history in general. There's plenty of data for a predictive, for a mental predictive algorithm. So has some dark side Force Nexus entity come in the Ray film, and maybe that Nexus tries to turn Ray students to the dark side. Just thinking out loud. Well, I mean, assuming the speculation is true and we see Abeloth at some point in the Mandoverse, she is next to impossible to actually destroy. So it's entirely possible that she could just end up contained again as she is currently, and that she gets stumbled upon at that point in the stumbled upon again, I should say, at that point in the Star Wars timeline. So yeah, that's a definite possibility, and actually could be kind of cool. The unstoppable force returning is always a fun trope. Ray Grandmistress training twin students. The girl's a prodigy. The boy isn't as good and fails, is the rumor. Oh, okay. Ooh, some internal tension to go with the external tension. Okay. That's cool. I mean, you kind of got to have that. So, I mean, there's worse premises. That is for sure. Alan! Oh, yeah, you're another OG. All right, cool. There it is. As one of the OGs on this channel, that is a wrench is one small way in which I can show my gratitude. I'm not Josh, but there you go. You, Brooke, David B. But yeah, so I mean, when it comes down to it, I want the Ray movie to be good. Like I want good Star Wars. I want it. I want it bad. But they need bangers. Plural. Consecutive bangers. In order to even repair the fandom to the point where people would, like, other than the obvious people would want to go see that movie. They got to build themselves back up. And so does Marvel. Any more news on the Lando film or movie with Donald Glover that nobody... No. There has been no talk about that project in quite some time. Yeah, if Brooke, that is a dope idea, and it would totally work out. As we know from the end of Solo. Yeah, they could bring Maul back in a Lando show / movie. That would definitely increase the interest level, I think, for everybody. So, but yeah, as for any details of like, you know, scheduling for filming or like actual script details or anything like that, there's nothing. Right now, it is currently in development hell, or at best, development limbo. Yeah, you're right, Brooke. We've been getting suckered by trailers a lot lately. Have you guys noticed this? Like, stuff will have bomb-ass trailers, and then we get to the feature, and it's like, what the fuck just happened here? Like, were the trailers for The Flash not fire? They were. We were all gushing over them. It's like, holy shit, this movie could actually be fucking good. All these people bragging it up could actually be right. That's what the trailers made it look like. And then it didn't fucking happen. Excuse me. Secret Invasion had actually a pretty dope trailer. What else? What else suckered us? Rebel Moon kind of suckered us. Although I still blame Netflix for that. And their restrictions on rating and time. Oh yeah, Mando Season 3 trailers looked pretty fucking fire too. Good call, Brooke. Quantumania. Yeah, they hyped the shit out of King in those trailers, didn't they? That's like literally the trailer for Quantumania is the only time any version of King has ever looked menacing. Or come across as menacing. That's it. Well, Rob, you're going to get those shows because that's what their new Spotlight division is all about. That's where they're putting everything that doesn't require interconnectivity. At least so far as Disney Plus goes. I don't think now that the Guardians are or at least this iteration of the Guardians is now over with, I don't think you're going to get cinematic features that are unconnected. I think they're going to keep that on Disney Plus, and that's what Spotlight is for. So you're going to get half of what you want. So are we ready to get down to specifics and talk about what the fuck is coming up? As soon as I make my fucking mouse work again. Come on, you can do it. La da 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 da. All right, guys. Let us begin with Marvel. Or would you rather begin with Star Wars or Marvel for the 2024 slates / preview / what have you? You guys pick. Star Wars or Marvel? Oh, you're dead on with that one, Rob. Lando movie does not need to have to do anything with the Skywalkers. Not even tangentially. But yeah, bring in Maul. Because Lando's this fucking smuggler. Which means he's going to have dealings with, you know, the Star Wars version of Mafia types. Which means he's going to have dealings with Crimson fucking Dawn. Which means Maul! You'd love them to find a way to bring back Savage Opress. Well, Star Wars, outside of Boba, isn't really known for their resurrections. And Palpatine killed him fucking dead. And then all the Night Sister magic went out of the corpse. Okay, so Brooks says Marvel. Rob's wife Mariah says Star Wars. Come on, chat. I need the engagement and a tiebreaker. Oh, I love... Yeah, dude, I was so excited when Maul appeared at the end of Solo. Like, what's her fuzz needs to forget being Gaia and go back over and be the chick she was in Solo and give us some Maul and Crimson Dawn shit with her. I know they're already messing around with her character in the comics, but, you know, put Filoni in charge of it because he don't give a fuck about the written word anyway. He's already proved that. He'll retcon the fuck out of novels, comics, or whatever the hell he wants. So, yeah, give Filoni the project. Jared, what's going on? Yeah, give Filoni the project and, you know, give us Lando, Maul, and what's her damn name? Anyway, Emilia Clarke's Star Wars character, and hell yeah, you got yourself a fucking movie right there, bro. All right, I'm seeing more Marvel in the chat. So we'll start with Marvel. If y'all wanted Star Wars, you should have spoke the fuck up. Or, well, in this case, typed the fuck up. All right. Ooh, can I make this any bigger? Not that much bigger. Okay. Anyway. There he is. Justin. First of all, happy birthday. All right. Hold on, I gotta go back to full screen here real quick. Type something, Jay. Kira. Thank you, Stanley. Yes. Give me Lando, Kira, and Maul. Not hard to fucking do, people. Yes, Lucasfilm, I know I'm just a teeny-ass little podunk YouTube channel. That doesn't mean shit to hardly anybody except these wonderful people here. But we got good ideas. Fucking listen. Lando, Kira, Maul. Fucking do it. Rack it up. Oh, is it a week from Friday? Oh, my bad. There you go, sir. You also are OG. Welcome to Wrench Hood. I figured out how to do that shit. Oh, fine. Happy early birthday then, motherfucker. All right. Back to Bidnath. So, first up, although they didn't list it first, we have Echo. January 2024. Not just January 2024, but this upcoming Wednesday. 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And they are dropping all 5 episodes at once, Netflix style. Now, I know those are two things that do not... Dude, I keep trying to bait fucking Knights of Melvin in here, and they just won't do it. But yeah, you got to give them a little... If I ever manage it, you got to give them a little time for me to shred them first. That way I can, effectively dress them down and make them look as stupid as they fucking are. And then you can ban them. But none of those asswipes will take the bait. I'm going to have to work harder on Twitter, I think. Or in Melvin's chat. One of the two. Anyway. So Echo is coming out in... Oh, no, I'm sorry. It comes out the 9th. It comes out Tuesday. Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Or is it the 10th? Is it the 9th or 10th? God damn it. January 9th. Okay, so Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, we get Echo. So we're not going to get Ray Park's Toad in the X-Men then? Or in Deadpool 3? That sucks. I mean, was it like sexual or was it abuse? What the fuck was it, dude? So yeah, the episode chopping from, according to Jeff Snyder, 8, but all they'll admit to was 6 down to 5 and then dropping it all at once. Not confidence-inspiring moves from the Marvel Studios. On the other hand, this is another case of where they did manage to cut a pretty fucking dope trailer. We do know from both Scoopers and Vincent D'Onofrio himself, this show is taking a very, very dark turn. A few weeks ago, I dropped a small video on this. There were some early reviews. The actual review embargo... Oh, that's another thing. The review embargo actually is not lifted until the episodes drop. So literally January 9th, 9 p.m., the episodes drop and reviews can come out. However, somehow... What's up, Mr. Griffin? Don't blame YouTube. I never change my fucking time, bro. Nah, fuck YouTube. They fuck around too much. But you do still know the timer should by now, sir. So, in terms of violence and dark, gritty, street-level stuff, it seems like there's hope for the show. However, as I was sort of getting around to mentioning, despite the review embargo that exists here that is not lifted until the show drops, there was an article in one of the trades where a couple screenings got sent over to the UK. Those reviews highly praised the dark, gritty tone and the excessive violence. They praised Alakwa Cox, who's playing the main character, whose name I got, Maya Lopez. They praised her acting and her screen presence. They were not, however, praising the story too much. The common weakness in the reviews was the story itself. So, what do we think we're going to get there? I mean, I'm going to watch it. All of it. And then I will drop my thoughts on it. Hey, Donna, how are you tonight? Happy New Year to everybody. Once again, welcome to 2024. And, of course, my first stream of 2024. I will be happy if the story is tolerable and the violence is dope. I think that for me would be a dub for this show. What do you guys think? Where are you guys at with that show? Oh, we're going to get some badass scenes of Wilson Fisk, Brooke. That I am quite confident of. I mean, this is basic, from what I'm gathering. Hey, Carrie. Yeah, they do that a lot, Donna. Most of the time to their detriment. Whoops. Yeah, Marvel leaning into TVMA and / R-rated project, R-rated content is actually a good move, especially when it comes to the street level stuff. You know, I mean, when you're in cosmic stuff, yeah, you can have all kinds of cosmic violence, but a lot of that involves, you know, explosions and, you know, glowing lights, lasers, rays, and, you know, all that kind of shit. When you're down in Hell's fucking kitchen, and we're on the streets, it ain't about all that. It's about bullets. It's about blunt instruments. It's about hands. It's about feet. It's about killing dirty and kicking ass. So Marvel with Echo, obviously now with Deadpool coming up, and supposedly with Daredevil and Marvel Zombies and possibly one other piece of content whose name I can't recall right now, they appear to actually be moving towards leaning into the MA dark, super gritty, violent shit when it comes to the street level stuff. Which is a fucking smart move. I mean, whether people like it or not, the two biggest sellers of this kind of stuff, violence and sex. It's the way it's been, it's the way it will be. Good or bad, better or worse. We love our sex and we love our violence. So Marvel going super gritty on the street level shit. Grand fucking idea. Wow, that is not even an accurate list. All right. Well, I don't care about the comics. Yeah, screen rant should be accurate. I don't care about. Just give me what I want. I don't want just the movies. Here we go. Oh, I don't fucking MSN. All right. Well, that didn't fucking happen either. X-Men on January 3rd. Unless I missed something, X-Men 97 hasn't fucking dropped. So I'm not sure when we're supposed to get that. And this article came out on Christmas. Echo, well, that's now the 9th. Madam Web. This one's accurate. That is still coming out on Valentine's Day. How are we feeling about Madam Web? Yeah, Jessica Jones was top tier, Brooke. That's for sure. How are we all feeling about Madam Web, yo? I will say the preview or the trailer was not encouraging. It was cut horribly. The quality was crap. The story doesn't look that compelling. Like, yeah, I don't think this movie is going to do well. I'm still debating on if I want to go see it. I'm for sure not going to see it. I'm not taking my wife to go see that on Valentine's Day. That's for motherfucking sure. Or at all that weekend. Brooke, that would be too much like right. Stop diddling around with this stuff and just put everything on Beyond the Spider-Verse. That would be the smart play, wouldn't it? But yeah, I barring a fucking miracle, this movie's gonna bomb. I have no interest in it. I don't know if I'm gonna go see it in theaters or not. See, that's the kicker right there, Mr. Griffin. They're trying to do all this Spider-Man related stuff without actually giving us Spider-Man. Like, what the fook? Yeah, I may or may not see that in the theater. I'm definitely not rushing. I'm going to wait for audience word of mouth on that one. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, Madam Web, basically, we're pretty much down to who the fuck cares. All right, before we get into this one, because this one... This is literally the crux of the future of the MCU. So, before we get into that, I need to do what I generally do around about this point in time, which is refill Mr. Drinky and empty Mr. Bladder. And I'll be back shortly. Pretty, please don't leave. I love you guys. And we'll get into it on the flip. Please don't leave. Did y'all know Cal Kestis was in Shameless? So, I literally just found that out when I was upstairs. Cal Kestis was in fucking Shameless. How about that shit? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, July 26th, 2024. Deadpool 3. Deadpool and Wolverine. This movie, for me, in my opinion, is literally going to determine the future of the MCU. Why do I say that? Well, first of all, it is the only MCU, direct from Marvel Studios, not Sony at all, the only MCU cinematic feature that we get next year. Everything else got pushed till 2025 or later. That's item number one. Only fucking MCU movie we get next year. Item number two. We all know Marvel's in serious fucking trouble. So, between Marvel being in trouble and that being the only MCU cinematic feature next year, the future of the MCU literally is resting on the success of Deadpool 3. Now, we expect a lot out of Deadpool 3. All the leaked photos, all the rumors. It all sounds and looks fucking amazing. I expect it to be amazing. The problem is we also need it to be amazing. Now, if Deadpool 3 is as wildly successful as we think it is going to be, will it save the MCU? No. The MCU is too far down the path of death for Deadpool 3 to actually be able to save it. It can, however, give it enough juice to get to all the things they are currently reworking and will start to give us in 2025. However, and I made a video about this, so I'm not going to go into full deets. If you want a full breakdown of it, go watch the fucking video, please and thank you. But if Deadpool 3 underperforms, given where Marvel is at now, and given that it's the only MCU movie to tide the fandom over, while it can only give a bit of rejuvenation to the MCU, if it underperforms, it can and will definitely kill the MCU. Because so much of the rest of the good shit is still far away. All the rework stuff, next year. All the Avengers stuff, year after that, just to start with. The way things are going, it might even be 27 and 28 before we get Secret Wars Part 1 and 2. There isn't enough good grace left in the fandom to get anywhere near that far if Deadpool underperforms. There's just not. They used up all their good grace in all of Phase 4 and up to now in Phase 5. We're not sure what universe Monica ended up in. It could be the Fox X-Men universe because, you know, that's where we know Beast exists already. Although, instead of sticking with putting Kelsey Grammer in makeup, they CGI'd him and made him look almost exactly like the animated Beast from the original X-Men early 90s or mid 90s X-Men cartoon, and what he will probably still look like in X-Men 97. So I don't know if that's some kind of hint as to what universe she's in. And, of course, the fact that her mother is binary kind of eliminates it being the 838. So the question is it the Fox X-Men universe we're already aware of, or another universe, or yet another universe in the multiverse that they are now just deciding to throw in there? Perchance the Ultimates universe. But the Deadpool universe is the Fox universe originally. So all I can say is maybe, but not definitely. Maria Rambeau being binary definitely eliminates the 838. So there's that. And she's obviously not in the 616. But don't know if it's Fox either. We may get some hints to that in Deadpool 3. You never know. And they're supposed to be bouncing around a bit, so they might actually tie up that thread in a reasonable amount of time for the first time since Phase 4 began, really. But yeah, whether we like it or not, given the state Marvel has put itself in, Deadpool 3 has to perform. Like, it can't even get away with a mid-performance. Like, this has to be an insane money-making smash. Like, for me, if it doesn't crack a billion, not even cracking $1 billion for what this movie seems to be and frankly needs to be, Marvel's in trouble if this movie doesn't bust $1 billion. $800 million going to be good enough. $900 million going to be good enough. Not now. $900 million was barely good enough for Multiverse of Madness, and Marvel's only gone downhill since then. Well, a lot of that hype, David, is coming from the fact that it's Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman together. So that puts it in a different category than just Deadpool 1 and 2. And we're talking about the only live-action Wolverine that anyone gives a shit about. And on top of the Wolverine being one of the most popular individual characters Marvel has. Like, I'm not sure how... Rob, tell me how off I am in this. He's got to be top 5 all-time Marvel character, right? Wolverine. Like, period. Across all mediums. Or all media, however you want to look at it. You know, I'd be more hyped for a Disney animated sequel era of the MCU if Marvel animation was on par with DC's. Or Star Wars's even. I mean, outside of the 90s X-Men show, Marvel's basically been a live-action brand. Successfully, that is. Wolverine top 5 being short is why they can't put him at 1. Yeah, there is a certain yeah, if he was like Cyclops height, well, like Hugh Jackman kind of actually is. Yeah, he probably would be higher up. Wolverine was number 1 for the better part of the 90s. Oh, yeah. Hell yeah, he was. Thanks to you, that's when I got him. Yeah, so the fact that Wolverine's in that movie, that generates a shit ton of hype level all on its own. Then when you throw in, the rumors about cameos and story and all that shit, I mean, there are so many reasons why this movie needs to be successful. And there are also a lot of reasons why it should be. I'm actually not too concerned about it not making a billy. I'm 98% sure it's going to make a billy. But I am also not going to discount or ignore the potential consequences of it not doing well. Because they are IP making or breaking at this point. People forget the Avengers were C and D listed characters when they were first written. Yes, that is true. And the movies were made. Marvel sold off all the top contenders for film rights. Yeah, well, I mean, that's why we're having the issues with Spider-Man we have now, and Hulk, and however many other characters are still out there from when they were about to go bankrupt in the 90s and licensed out all their good shit. The MCU is a miracle of RDJ and the Chris's. Yeah. But they built the framework. There's no reason why they couldn't, stick with it. Anyway, but yeah, so I expect Deadpool 3 to do super well. But I am also quite cognizant Oh, yeah, no, that is true, David. And that's also true. To a point. Those are both valid points. Yes, it does all depend on the script. And the director. Sean Levy's got a good rep, though, so... But yeah, Deadpool 3 is significant on many levels. I expect it to do well, but I can't not acknowledge the potential catastrophe that could result in it not doing well. Next up in August, we have Kraven the Hunter, affectionately known as Kraven the animal rights activist. The trailer didn't do anything for me. What I've heard about just the general premise doesn't do anything for me. Rob was kind enough to gift me the comic about Kraven's Last Hunt, which I will probably have read long before this movie comes out, which means I'll know how good Kraven should be. And I don't see any way it could meet those expectations or even come close to it. But that's just me. What do you guys think about Kraven the Hunter? Kraven the I never cared about this Spidey villain ever. Is that why you sent me the comment? Because you don't give a shit? Wasn't he Quicksilver? Yes, the same. I can't remember his name. It's like Michael Thomas Aaron or Aaron Michael Thomas or some shit like that. It's 3 names. But yeah, he was the guy that played Quicksilver in Age of Ultron. And the post-credit scene for whatever the hell that was. What movie were they in the post-credit scene of? Winter Soldier, I believe. I feel the variant in the game is going to be the movie version. The version of Kraven that's in Spider-Man 2? Is that what you're talking about there, Mr. Griffin? Because I have not a PS5, and I haven't had my computer very long, and I haven't played any of the Spider-Man games, so I'll just put it that way. No, the comic was from the heart, so you can speak on how true to the source material this is. Oh, okay, cool. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Oh, it's going to top the movie version. Okay, a stupid-ass fucking heart was in the way. Yeah, I'm inclined to agree with that assessment there, Mr. Griffin. Because from what I've heard from people who've played the game, Kraven is a fucking badass in the game, so... Yeah. So it looks like we're feeling about how we always feel about Sony live action these days, eh, people? Which is... basically. All right. September 19th, allegedly. Agatha, Darkhold Diaries. Sony is forcing a Spider-Man extended universe that no one wants or asked for on us. That is correct. That's, as they say, hitting the nail on the head. So how about it, people? Agatha Darkhold Diaries. Where do we stand on Agatha? You guys go first this time. It was Agatha all along. Car or Carrie? Is that a yawn? Is that a yawn or is that a head smack or face palm? The emojis show up a little weird in the chat on Streamlabs. Agatha, Agatha, Agatha. Hey, Travis. How you doing, man? No interest for the Stanleys? I'm going to assume whether that is a face palm or a whatever that is that Carrie's not interested. Rob's looking forward to it. He just likes the characters. Face palm. Okay. Or the character. And yeah, Agatha as a character has got potential. It all comes down to what they're actually going to do in the show. Like, honestly, if it wasn't already done, I would have preferred that they, like, didn't finish it. Agatha, who the fuck is Agatha? She, as we found out towards the end, was actually the villain in WandaVision, or the other villain in WandaVision, If you want to consider Wanda a villain by, completely hexing an entire town and taking it over and locking the world out of it, then I guess Agatha would be more Wanda's nemesis than the villain of the show. It all depends on your certain point of view. It would be a real subversion. Oh my God. That scenario, Travis, subversion would be a polite way of putting it. Outside of Loki and maybe the High Evolutionary, that is a no. No. I'm gonna have to hard disagree with you there, guy. I appreciate your thoughts. I appreciate you being here. I'm a no vote on that one. I mean, they would have to do that. I don't know if they're capable of doing that well enough to pull that off. I'll just put it that way. I don't know that Marvel is capable of pulling that story off. That's why I vote against it. If I thought they could do it, that's a cool idea, but I don't think they could do that shit right now. All right. So, looks like outside of Rob, we don't give a fuck much. Is that kind of the consensus? Villains as the protagonist in a story like that would be an interesting take. Yeah. But like I said, I don't know if Marvel's capable of doing a story that that nuanced. At this point in time. November 2nd, Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, the newest animated Spider-Man offering from Marvel Studios. Travis is excited to see Agatha, even if they're just going to make her an anti-hero. I mean, her that's a good way to handle her character for sure, is as an anti-hero. Brooks cautiously optimistic. For me, when it comes to Agatha, if it was still in production, I would want them to halt production and shift focus over to multiverse stuff. However, since it's already done, I'm just in wait and see mode. Like, I'm not particularly interested in it, but I'm not so against it that I'm not going to watch it. That's basically where I'm at with Madam Agatha. Dark Avengers would be a nuanced masterpiece if done correctly, like the boys' version of the MCU. Yeah? Yeah. That's true. I mean, Dark Avengers, from what I understand, is a hell of a fucking story. Isn't that the team fucking Green Goblin was leading as his own version of Iron Man? Isn't that what that was? Normie Osborn. Oh, I couldn't remember his last name for a second. Of course, speaking of Norman Osborn, again, Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, the artist formerly known as Spider-Man Freshman Year, is coming out on November 2nd. I'm looking forward to it, but it's Spider-Man, so he's literally the most popular comic book character out there. So unless they do it stupid... Yeah? Okay, cool. So unless they do it stupid, I'm pretty much looking forward to this. Trevor says, I think the death of T'Challa, Jesus, fuck. I think the death of T'Challa could change Zemo's mindset going forward, given how he saved his life. Him going to Wakanda, taking the herb to talk to T'Challa or his own family could be neat. Yeah. Once again, I think the fandom is outthinking Marvel. Thank you for yet another example of that, Travis. You have a very introspective take on Marvel, and I like it. I think it's cool. I think it could make good content. I just don't know that Marvel Studios is capable of that level of nuanced content. At least not with... They're not capable right now. They don't have the fucking time. So we'd have the White Panther? Yeah, kind of. I'd have to look it up to be sure, but kind of, if it's who I think it is. But yeah, no, that's a nice introspective... Could be a very damn cool story if they do it right, but they don't have the time for that kind of shit right now. Like, that's my main gripe, honestly, with, like, all the spotlight content that they're trying to put out. It's like, bro, your IP is kind of in the tank. You need to concentrate on the big shit. You need to concentrate on your fucking multiversal theatrical features. All this other shit can wait. Fucking Wonder Man can wait. Young Avengers can fucking wait. Ironheart can wait. Armor Wars can wait. Depending on what they want to do with World War Hulk, that might be necessary. Carrie says they could be using... Or wait, Travis. Zemo seeing these newer, younger, overpowered Avengers and being forced to see potential instead of danger could be an awesome direct... Yeah, that would definitely be a... It'd definitely be an interest... Have they ever done that in the comics? Just out of curiosity, have they ever sent Zemo down the path of light? Like that? Carrie says, in my humble opinion, they could be using the money and time for these mid-movies and make something interesting and exciting. Bring back original ideas or fire them all already. I mean... The first part I agree with... I think the ideas are less a problem than the execution. I think the amount of ideas is a problem. They're trying to include too fucking much, and they need to slim it down and just concentrate on the big shit. Justin says they got real close with the werewolf story. Oh, with the... Okay. They better have a recasted Black Panther before they do a White Panther. This is fact. We need T'Challa. Yeah, we need T'Challa back. I mean, Chadwick's family wanted them to recast and fucking... Anyway. Let's just say if all the hints are accurate and like more of what they're going to do in Secret Wars is inspired by the Hickman run as opposed to the 80s run, then they need a fucking T'Challa, because T'Challa was key in Secret Wars and Time Runs Out. Like, he was all up in that shit once he decided to get involved. I mean, let's face it, T'Challa's, he's not just some cool dude with, kick-ass powers from a purple flower. The dude's, even without the Black Panther serum or whatever the fuck you want to call it, the heart-shaped herb, I mean, the dude is a top-level athlete, martial artist. He's a fucking genius. He's, like, right up there, not quite at the level, but he's on the level right. He's right up there with Tony Stark. He's not up there with fucking Reed Richards and Doom, but he's right there with Stark. I mean, the motherfucker's super smart and super badass. And he does a lot in the Hickman Secret Wars run. So they need to bring his ass back like yesterday. Yeah, well, they could have done that right from jump in Black Panther 3. Travis. But that's definitely how they need to fucking do it now. Yeah, the T'Challa is key. Like, he is... Yes, the Black Panther 3 established that he has a son in the post-credits. So that the main question is are they going to grow him up and just, because he's T'Challa, son of T'Challa, are they just going to age him up for this shit, or are they going to bring in a multiversal variant or version or whatever you want to call it? I mean, either way, you're going to end up with an adult recast. But the question is are they going to make him a variant, or are they going to make him basically T'Challa Jr. and just call him T'Challa and hope no one has a shit fit about it? That is the main question. How the hell did we get on that? But yeah, your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. And aren't we also supposed to get Eyes of Wakanda at some point this year? Or is that still not sure? But yeah, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Younger Peter Parker cartoon. Don't know how close they're going to go to the origin story, if they're going to cover it, but I know he's going to be pretty damn young. But it's fucking Spider-Man, so as long as they don't do it dumb, I'm happy about it. What do you guys think? I'm looking forward to it. Only got 2 more Marvel things, and then we get to talk about Star Wars, people. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That is a cool idea, Travis. That is a cool idea. You have a very optimistic outlook on the world. I don't know whether to be jealous or pity you. Can you tell I'm a bit jaded and cynical? Can you tell? Can you tell I've got a lot of get off my lawn in me already? All right, well, I'm looking forward to Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. And then a mere 6 days later, Sony's final live-action offering of the year. Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man will be good if they do the Spider-Man version of Batman the Animated Series. Yeah, classic. Far From Home. Yeah. See, we're not even sure if this is a 616 version of Spider-Man or a multiversal, yet another version of Peter Parker. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, Venom 3, which will reputedly tie into Madam Web insofar as it will have a young Peter Parker in it that Eddie/Venom is rumored to have to be protecting. I enjoyed the first Venom. I liked it. I liked it probably more than a lot of people did. I'm willing to admit I'm probably in the minority on that one. Venom 2, I probably also didn't dislike as much as a lot of people. It definitely wasn't great. Definitely wasn't as the first one. But I also don't think it's a dumpster fire. I am looking forward to Venom 3. What's his damn name? What is his damn name? Dude who plays fucking Eddie Brock. I can't remember anyone's fucking name tonight. It's annoying as shit. God damn it. Chat! I can't remember anything tonight. Who the fuck is playing Eddie Brock? Tom Hardy. Thank you. God, all I could remember was Tom. Yeah, so Tom Hardy dropped some posts and... I mean, to a point, yeah, you're right, Justin. But it's Sony, so at least they're giving us Venom. I think this will probably... I think we're going to get one of those trilogies where the order of quality goes 1, 3, 2. I think this is probably still not going to be as good as the first one, but I think it's going to be better than the second one. And there is potential. Small odds, but there is potential for Sony to actually show a modicum of cooperation and to have a post-credit scene that will tie into the Spider-Verse at large, if not the MCU multiverse. There's potential there. Not saying they're going to do it. Haven't even really heard any rumors about it. Not that I can recall. But the potential is there. Oh, I'm sure the Venom in Spider-Man 2 is probably better than any of the Venoms we've gotten live action so far. Especially the one in Spider-Man 3. Toby 3. So while I'm not expecting, like, you know, blockbuster level shit, I am looking forward to Venom 3. I think it's going to be, well, not that the competition is stiff, but I think it's safe to say it will be the best Sony live action offering this year. Again, that's like, you know, it's like being the thin one on my 600-pound life. It's not hard to achieve, but I think it's going to do it. And I hope, and I also think it will be better than what most people are expecting. By how much is another? By how much is that's a whole nother fucking question. But I do think. But I do think, I think it'll be better than expectations. Justin won't be seeing it. I mean, I don't blame you. Like, you know, I'm not going to knock anybody for being like, fuck that shit. I mean, it's not like it's been like a massively impressive franchise so far. Like I said, I'm in the minority of people who don't dislike it as much as most do. I have no problem admitting I'm in the minority on that one. And last on the list, Marvel Zombies, which has no official release date, but which is supposed to be another TVMA spotlight show. So, given that that's all the information we literally have, it's Marvel Zombies and it'll be TVMA. On the extreme surface, which is all we have, cool. That's about all I got from Marvel Zombies. I mean, they did have that one Zombies episode in What If Season 1, which was actually cool. So, I mean, if they build off that and, like, you know, go balls to the wall with the TVMA zombie shit, they could have something there. Yeah, Carnage, you're right on that one. Carnage, they could have had a lot more damage done by Carnage to people and objects alike. I mean, his name's fucking Carnage. So those are the Marvel Studios the Marvel offerings from both Marvel Studios and a Sony Picture Studios. Look for a decent outlet here. 3 days ago for MovieWeb. Yeah, this ought to be good. Okay. Not in chronological order of release, I don't believe, but Bad Batch Season 3, which is the final season of Bad Batch that we will get. Coming out May 4th. Why does that say 2021? Oh, that was the original release date. We don't have an actual release date. But we know we are getting it next year. I am excited. I think Bad Batch is a good show. I very much enjoyed most of Season 2. I found that as Bad Batch Season 2 and Mandalorian Season 3 were heavily crossed over with Bad Batch coming out, I believe, on Tuesday nights and Mando coming out on Wednesday nights. There were a few weeks there where the Bad Batch episode was actually superior to the Mandalorian Season 3 episode of the same week. I am for sure looking forward to Bad Batch Season 3. I think they have some cool storylines set up. Oh, it comes out May the 4th. Be with you? Nice. That's appropriate. So, oh no, that they're doing that again this year because I know it debuted on May the 4th in 2021. It says so right there. So this says first half of the year probably, but yeah, the Crosshair episodes were fucking epic, Brooke. But I am very much looking forward to Bad Batch Season 3. I think Star Wars animation is probably the only thing really holding it up right now. At least for me. So, I am totally looking forward to Bad Batch. Tales of the Jedi Season 2. Hell yeah. I am very much ready for Tales of the Jedi Season 2. We do not have an official release date for that yet either, unfortunately. However, I am most definitely looking forward to it whenever the fuck it comes out. And I'm really looking forward to details of who they're covering. And I also think now that the Bad Batch animation team is free, they need to start working on some shit like Tales of the Sith or Tales of the Bounty Hunters or some shit like that. Like Tales of insert kick-ass, group here would be dope. And that's what they need to be putting the people that were on Bad Batch on. In my opinion. I mean, think about it. Tales of the Sith. Like, they could go old school. We could get Tales of, Malgus, Bane, Nihilus, Revan. I mean, Palpatine's youth, Plagueis. They could do all kinds of fun shit with Tales of the Sith. Same with Tales of the Bounty Hunters. Jango. The period of Boba Fett's life not cover between the Clone Wars and the OT. What is it? IG-11, 8, and HK-47 droid. All so much they could fucking do with Tales of this group. And they need to do it all. But I am very much looking forward to Tales of the Jedi. The Acolyte. I am actually looking forward to the Acolyte. Do any of these have a fucking actual release date? Is it just this article? It might be just this article. Oh, well. Anyway. Tales is going to be amazing and the best thing they have to offer this year. Probably. Love to see Keller and Beck's story with Grogu. Would be great for Tales of the Jedi. Yeah. Although I think we're probably going to get more that in live action. But if they don't do that in live action, they definitely should do it in Tales of the Jedi. For sure. I would like to see more of Grogu's, how he ended up where Mando found him. But yeah, so the Acolyte. While it is true that some of the actors and the producer slash director slash whatever the fuck else she's doing for the show, Leslie Headland, have said some whack shit, I love the premise of the show. Like, Force-sensitive sisters, one ends up being taken by the Jedi, and then the Jedi break their promise and piss off the other sister, who then goes dark side. Like, come on now. And it is set about 100 years before the Phantom Menace, so right at the tail end of the High Republic. So we're going to be getting Jedi in, like, at their peak of haughtiness and holier than thou-ness. Like, they really hadn't started. This is probably about right when the real decline started, honestly. Well, even if Palpatine was... let's see. Let me think timelines here. So the Phantom Menace was 19 years... No, sorry. Revenge of the Sith ended 19 years before A New Hope. Go back another 10 years towards Phantom Menace. What was it? 7 years between End of Return of the Jedi and New Hope, so 1907. So you're already looking at 36 years there. And then Acolyte's supposed to be 100 years before that. So Palpatine, if he was even born then, would still be a toddler, Travis. We could, however, get a healthy dose of his master Plagueis, which would be fucking awesome. So, I mean, unless Palpatine is like 150, 160 by the time Return of the Jedi rolls around, he's either not born yet or a fucking infant when the Acolyte is set. Sheev Palpatine is older than Joe Biden's grandpa. Yeah. Joe Biden's grandpa might be smarter than Joe Biden. So, yeah, we could get Tenebris too. We could get them together. They would have been together at that point. Well, I mean, being Darth Plagueis' apprentice, I'm sure he did find a way to slow his aging. But I don't think he could slow it too much because he got himself involved in politics at a fairly young age, so he couldn't age too slowly because everyone knows he's a normal human from Naboo. And the Sith have to keep up appearances. So I don't think we'll... I think it's safe to say I can guarantee we will not be seeing Palpatine in any way, shape, or form in the Acolyte. But if they're cool enough, we could see Plagueis and or Tenebris. No Nut New Republic? No, dude. High Republic. Acolyte set at the tail end of the High Republic. Like when the Jedi dressed fancy. You know? So yeah, the premise of that show sounds sweet. The show has a shit ton of potential. Really, it all just comes down to the percentage of emphasis between story and Leslie Headland's personal feelings. Palpatine could be like Chucky. It could be the first. They already did that. It's called The Rise of Skywalker, David. Somehow, Palpatine has returned. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love me some Palpatine, and I was happy to see him, but Jesus fuck. Somehow Palpatine has returned. You gotta do better than that, J.J. Abrams. So, I definitely have a high level of interest for the Acolyte. I'm looking forward to the Acolyte. I just hope it's much more story heavy than story driven than otherwise. Skeleton Crew. Don't know a lot about this show. We have Jude Law as some sort of Force user. That's why Skywalker was. That's the sequels were a tragedy, bruh. No, that was just horror, right? But yeah, so we have Jude Law playing some kind of Force user. We don't know if he leans light side or dark side. And we know he ends up shuttling kids around space. There are conflicting rumors as to whether said space is in the known Star Wars galaxy or in the newly introduced galaxy that contains Peridia and also now Ahsoka and Sabine. Which, in terms of what appears to be happening in the Mandoverse, would make more sense than to have them in the known Star Wars galaxy, because Ahsoka and Sabine got to get home somehow. So, but yeah, that's literally all we know about it. There's not a lot there to generate either interest or disdain. So for me, it's pretty much wait and see on that show. And, you know, obviously we will get more new information as, you know, we get closer to, you know, when they announce when it's going to release. You know, we'll get leaks, we'll get trailers, we'll get stuff in order to, you know, better form opinions. But for right now, we don't know shit. And so I really don't have much to say other than I'm just going to wait and see what the fuck happens. As far as I'm concerned, that's all any of us can do with this show. Sounds like human trafficking in space. Well, according to this here article, Kathleen Kennedy cited the Goonies as an inspiration. So that could be cool. Now turn that sentence into a skit on the Muppets. Oh, Jesus Christ. I love you, but holy fuck, dude. Although, yes, hilarious. Oh, yes. Raising will allegedly begin filming. Okay, so Skeleton Crew, Acolyte, Tales of the Jedi, and Bad Batch. Those are the Star Wars offerings for the year. I don't know where y'all are at, but for me, it's yay animation. Acolyte could be cool, and there is Skeleton Crew. It's going to happen. What are you guys' overall thoughts on the Star Wars slate for 2024? I would say overall decent. Again, because 2 animation features I'm very much looking forward to. An Acolyte show that has a lot of potential. If the Goonies is the inspiration, we need a truffle shuffle. I am not doing the goddamn truffle shuffle. At least not till Kathleen leaves. So I'd say overall it sounds decent. Good animation. High potential. One high potential show and one show we don't know shit about. I would say I have more overall faith, oh my god, in the Star Wars slate than I do the Marvel slate overall. And I can't believe I'm saying that because I still firmly believe Star Wars is actually still in a worse spot than Marvel. Marvel's getting there. They're closer than I ever thought they would be or what definitely wanted them to be. But Star Wars is still worse. Off. In my opinion. So I'm definitely surprised to be saying I find their 2024 slate to be overall stronger than the Marvel 2024 slate. Of course, that's basically Sony's fault, but it is what it is. And what it is a potentially stronger Star Wars slate than Marvel for this year. I think overall it's probably gonna it's not gonna be we're gonna have another year like last year. It's gonna be a rough fucking year, I think, overall. Excuse me. Yeah, it's not going to be a great year. But if a couple projects step up, it could be less bad than what it looks like right now. So that's about all I got. What do you guys think? Where are you guys at with it? Is there anything else you want to talk about? What you got? Do you have anything for moi? Because if not, it's about dipping time. Before I close the show, go blue. Oh, fuck yes. National Championship game Monday. One moment. Featuring my Michigan Wolverines against the Washington Huskies for the college football national championship. Go blue! Hail! Any news on Andor? Andor has been pushed till 2025. There's a teaser trailer for Arcane Season 2. I have not watched Arcane. Fallout TV show in April. The trailer for that looks sick. I will say that. The trailer I never played the game, so I don't know much about it, but the trailer did look pretty cool. That is for sure. Anything else? All right, y'all. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I did. I always have fun with you guys. You know this. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys had a lot of fun. I thought we had a good talk. I thought we covered all kinds of fun stuff. I think we now have a pretty good idea of what 2024 has in store. And, I think we're going to get a mix. I think we're going to get some dope shit. I think we're going to get some okay shit. And I think we're going to get some shit. But overall, I don't see any reason why we can't make it through this year. Because there's a lot coming up in 2025 that's supposed to be badass. So, we will get through this shit together, people. I will be here for you. You will be here for me. We will be here together, slugging our way through what these IPs give us in the hopes that they will find ways to turn it around and make us happy people again. Masters of the Air Force World War II TV show like Band of Brothers in the Pacific. Ooh. And of course, I'm impatiently waiting for some announcements from fucking Amazon / MGM about some other IPs I like Stargate. When that, by the way, people, when that shit comes out, expect a lot of coverage on that from me too. I know we have crossover. I know that's crossover with Sidetrack. But it is also my responsibility to pass along the knowledge to those of us who are unfamiliar with the Stargate. I know we're in with it, David, Carrie, Stanley's. But we must share the knowledge. We must share the joy that is Stargate with the rest when we finally get it back. So don't forget about the gun cutter. None of it. Other than Creature Commandos, we're not getting anything gun DCU till next year anyway. So I just need him to concentrate on making Legacy fucking dope. That's all I care about from him right now. Just make Superman Legacy fucking amazing, dude. That's all. I don't care. Creature Commandos is supposed to drop this year sometime. I know he's been saying lately how he's got Peacemaker Season 2 halfway written. There's enough Stargate to go around. Yeah, I know, but it's a lot easier to get people talking about it when it's new and fresh. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm electing to go that route. But yeah, bro, I don't care about fucking Peacemaker. I don't care about your goddamn Creature Commando show. Make Legacy awesome. And you might be able to keep your job when Universal buys Warner Brothers. So yeah. Oh, that's exactly what you mean. Right. Okay. Sorry, miss. My bad. All right, people. Much love to you. Much gratitude to you for being here and engaging in this conversation with me. I so much appreciate your guys' time and dedication to the channel. I could learn every language on the planet, and I still wouldn't be able to express my gratitude to you guys properly. I'll just put it that way. So, hope you had fun. I did. If you missed anything, came in late, click back in on the replay. Click like on your way out. If you've been lurking and are not subscribed, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you know anytime I go live, which I do every Saturday night right here at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And thank you for being here. Thank you for watching if you're watching on the replay, especially if you made it all the way fucking through. Thank you so much. And again, like, subscribe, notification bell, all that good shit. And like I always say, there is always a good time to be had when you are chilling right here in the basement. Much love, y'all. Have a good week. Oh, yeah. How about it, folks? I think we got a pretty good handle on what we got coming up this year. How about you? I also think we can make it. We can make it through this year. I will help you guys get through this year. Hopefully you guys will also help me get through this year. We can get through this year as a chill community. I have confidence in us. I believe in what we're building here. Any more gaming streams planned? I do plan on doing one eventually. I have to work myself up to actually making it a regular thing, honestly. But yeah, no, I definitely I definitely do plan on questing a little bit more with you guys for sure. But can the companies make it? Yes. I do believe the companies will make it. The bigger question is, the companies I think will always make it. The bigger question is can they get back to the wide level of success that they're capable of and have achieved in times past? That I don't know. That is one of the things that we will be finding out together. We will celebrate together. We will shit on stuff together. But like Captain America said, we'll do it together. What was that, Age of Ultron? Yeah, that was Age of Ultron. But what if we die? Then we'll do that together too. Or what if we lose? But we're going to do this shit together, folks. All right. Time to actually go. For real, for real. Much love, everybody. Again, thank you so much for being here. And we will catch you